welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to thank you so much for your continued support of me and this channel. Thank you for supporting each other in the comment section. I'm so glad that this community is growing into such a beautiful space for people to come and be able to share their stories. So thank you so much for helping to create that. If you're finding yourself here for the very first time, I would like to welcome you with open arms. We are a space of light and love. I do daily pick-a-card readings. I do messages for soulmates and separation. So please join us, pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea or some snacks, and we'll have a bit of a chat because we're all friends at my table. So today's pick-a-card reading, we're looking into December. What is happening? What is coming up for you guys in the month of December? So we do have 3 piles coming in. Pile number 1 here, the blue aragonite stone and the purple flower. Doesn't really do it justice. It's such a beautiful stone. Pile number 2 is the hag stone and the cream flower. And pile number 3, I have a rose quartz crystal wand here with the yellow flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, maybe you're attracted to the stone, maybe to the flower, maybe to the decks themselves. Whichever pile are calling out to you, my timestamps will be listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, we're looking into December and what is going to be happening, what's coming up for you, love, life, what's going to happen. Pile 1. Hello everyone, in pile number 1, you were drawn to this beautiful purple flower or perhaps to the blue aragonite stone, and this is your reading. I don't know if I can put that there. It's kind of big. What is coming in for you for the month of December? What's happening the month of December, pile number 1? What can you expect? 2020 is almost over. We have almost survived it. What's happening for the month of December? What's coming in? We have the 10 of Cups. What's coming in for the month of December? We have the 4 of Swords. Month of December. The Hanged Man, and we have one more coming out. The Queen of Swords is coming out. So what's happening for you the month of December? The Justice card. What's coming in for the month of December? The 6 of Cups. The High Priestess. The month of December, what's coming up? The Queen of Swords, my goodness. Lots of air energy here. We have the Judgment card and we have the 9 of Pentacles. So the month of December is really about ascension. It's really about new beginnings. I feel like everybody is sort of ready to close the door on 2020. Everybody's kind of ready to kind of leap into this last month of the year and sort of reflect on everything that's happened. There's a lot of reflection happening in the month of December. A lot of clarity coming in for people and a lot of call for people to kind of gain as much clarity and make as many plans to move themselves forward into 2021 as possible and into December as possible. At the back of your card, or back of the deck energy here is the Judgment, but we also have this beautiful 9 of Pentacles. And I feel like a lot of you, despite the fact that it's been very difficult for so many people for 2020, I feel like a lot of you have kind of leveled up a little bit this year. It's like you were forced to. It's like you were forced to kind of address, you know, other ways of making money, other ways of doing things. You were forced into change, and in many ways you rose to that occasion and you have done things that you never thought you could do. You have ascended in ways that you never thought you could, and that's really what this year has been about for you, is kind of forcing that change. We have the 10 of Cups here with the Justice card. We'll be getting clarity on that, but that 10 of Cups really shows that a lot of people were really stuck at home with their families this year. I'm going to get clarity on that Justice card, please. It's coming up for December. Changes coming in December. 4 of Swords. A lot of you were forced to stay away from your families. Some of you will be getting together with your families in December, but then there's going to be another kind of, yeah, we have the 2 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles coming in the reverse position. So some of you actually got divorced as well. Got divorced this year. It's like being stuck at home. It was maybe a long time coming for some of you. Being stuck with this person kind of really showed you that this wasn't working. No matter how much time you were giving it, you really had, it forced you again into an ascension. It forced you to take a look at situations because you were all of a sudden had more time to really focus on it. So I really saw that some of you maybe have separated from your partner. There's been a shakeup in a lot of your relationships coming into December. We do have this period of rest though. We have this period of rest where you're really reflecting on the past in December. Again, because you're sort of rebuilding, because you're ascending. Spirit is saying that, you know, you're going with the flow here with the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. It's like you feel like the surrender to the situation. Like this was kind of fated to be, and you kind of feel that. It's hard, and it's not something that is, again, we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's not without its work, and it's hard. But you guys are doing it because it's gaining so much clarity. And you know that this is the right move for you. And I feel like that's what December is really going to bring in for you, is all of this clarity and all of these plans. Because the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, look at these major, like very strong energies here. But the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords are very logical. They're planners, they're leaders, they are quick-witted, they're smart, and they don't do things haphazardly. So I feel like that's really the clarity is coming in for you for December, making your plans of even more ascension for 2021 leading into January. Because right now, this currently in November, some of you are not very happy. So let's clarify that. What's coming in December? Clarifying that Four of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So Spirit is really warning some of you to not spend too much time lamenting what you're losing if you are moving away from a relationship, moving into kind of singlehood into December, not to spend too much time looking into the past and thinking about things that you've lost. And the message here is that oftentimes when we think about the past, especially if we're in pain because of a separation, oftentimes we don't see things clearly. We don't remember them clearly. So we have the Ace of Cups coming out for you. So for some of you, after a period of rest, after a period of kind of being single, you will have an emotional love offer coming in to kind of, again, give you even more clarity, make you even more sure of that fresh start that you're taking. But it's going to be like an emotional start for you. What's coming in December? The Knight of Wands. It could come in the form of a young, passionate go-getter, a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, somebody who is adventurous, somebody who is about newness and not really having a plan of action, but just kind of throwing themselves into adventure. And that's kind of what's going to happen for you. It's going to be about adventure and newness. Probably around the middle of the month, towards the end of the month is when this offer is going to present itself. And it's going to be about just excitement. Have the Hanged Man again. Again, it's like it's showing up so much for you because of this surrender to the situation. A surrender, but also a call to kind of let go. To let go of that which isn't serving you. It had its place. It's not without its value as well. They want to establish that too, that just because you're walking away from something that, you know, isn't serving you now doesn't mean it didn't have its value at the time. And not all is lost just because it's not working now. You really need to gain clarity on the importance of what you've learned and what you've gained in this situation so that you can carry those beautiful lessons into the future with you. Well, we have two coming out. We have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Nine of Wands. So there is a bit of a chip on your shoulder when that Ace of Cups comes in. You're going to question whether or not you're ready. You're going to be questioning whether or not your heart is ready for that. Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is like letting go of an old idea that hasn't worked out. Four of Wands. I feel like this person coming in, this new love offer coming in, it's going to be a really good distraction for you. But then there are still going to be moments, even near the end of the month, when you're leading into January, where you're going to still have these reflections on what has happened at the beginning of the year, what has happened leading up to this month and up to this big shakeup. And it is about new beginnings. It is about gaining that clarity and gaining that, giving yourself that permission to kind of make a new plan for yourself. Letting go of that which has fallen away, which for many of you could be a marriage, a wedding, here with the Four of Wands. And look at this, taking a beautiful leap into an unknown future will really lead you to a lot of happiness, to the Sun card, which is joy, which is happiness, which is abundance. And that's what that is what December is going to bring in for you, is a lot of clarity. So let's get a couple of cards here from the, whoops, I just saw the happy card. What's happening in December? What does December bring in for you? You have the fork in the road. You are at an impasse right now leading into December. You are at a fork in the road of your life's journey here. And again, you're packing up what you've taken, what you can learn from the past, and you're moving into an unsure future, and that's scary. But it's also an opportunity to manifest amazing things. We have Treasure Island. This has been a long time coming. Take your time to really clarify with the universe about what you want. Happy is on the back of the deck. Beautiful energy. Happy is on the back of the deck because there is so much potential here for your happiness. And Spirit wants you to take your time, again, manifesting those things or clearly deciding what you want so that it comes to you. December blessings, please. December blessings. We have Vanity. There could be a bit of a fear for some of you about what other people are going to say about these big changes that are happening for you in December and moving into the new year. It doesn't matter what people say. You know, people have their opinions, and that's fine. It doesn't matter what they say. We have Balance. Yeah, a lot of people are not going to like your decisions. A lot of people are not going to like the choices that you're making, but they don't have to live your life. They're on their own journey, and them having these ideas about your life, ideas about your choices is just a distraction for them because they're going through stuff that they don't want to address. So let them be. You have Service at the back of the deck. It's like you put everybody's needs ahead of your own at times. What's coming in for you for December, please? Advice for December. We have the Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. The fox is a very intelligent animal, and that's really what's coming in for you is this. It's like you're seeing clearly for the first time. You're going to get your aha moments happening in December. Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. Manifest what you want. That's really about that Treasure Island, about taking your time to manifest what you want. Beaver Spirit is laying a solid foundation. Please, what's coming in December? The Fox Spirit again. Interesting. And the Hyena. It's like you're between worlds, like that fork in the road. You're in between worlds right now. There's a fork in the road, but nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. The Hyena is kind of like a scavenger. They're both sneaky kind of creatures as well, but it's like nothing is wasted. Take what you can learn from the past and bring it into the future. We have Scorpio on the back of the deck, so Scorpio energy really strong here. Let's see if we can get some messages from your guides and angels. If I can separate them here. Sorry, I just had to find my cards. Advice from your angels and guides, please. December. Reach out for help when you need it. No man is an island. It says the tongue has the power of life or death. Guard it. So that could be really reflecting not talking a lot of trash about people. I just got that message right now. Don't talk behind people's backs. It won't serve you. You show up for everyone except for yourself. Kind of like that service card that showed up for you. Seek out a mentor to advise you. Seek out somebody who's gone before you. Maybe you have friends who've gone through this. You needed to hit rock bottom so you could teach others how to rebuild. And this whole situation leading into December is about your ascension. Divine timing is at play here. Ooh, we have you are about to fall in love. This is a foundation phase. People don't like hearing that. They don't like hearing that word foundation phase, because it means that it's a time period before you get to what you want. But love is on its way to you as well. Back of the deck is we can see things clearly, even if you can't. Your guides and angels see the forest through the trees. They know the clearing is there, even though you can't see it. Let's get a charm bowl for group 1, please. December. What's coming in for them in December? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups, so love coming in. The Ace of Wands, a fresh start, a fresh, exciting beginning. Lots of fresh newness. Oh, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, like it's just a fresh beginning. So much potential, so much excitement, so many questions as to, oops, sorry, I was shaking you. Getting too excited. So many questions about what's coming, and it's just an excitement. We have Leo energy in the bowl. We have live, laugh, and love. It's about staying in the present moment. We have I can, because you can. You can do this. You can make it through anything. We have how I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. So this could be a reflection of how you're feeling about a past partner, moving on from that person, or maybe about a crush situation. We have the marble in the bowl that makes me think of the world, but there's a big black mark through it. Whoops. It's really about, you know, closure, and how you maybe have thought you had found your ending. You thought you had found your forever, but sometimes your story isn't over when you think that it is. Live the life you love. Don't just live the life everybody expects you to live. We have the baby carriage in the bowl with Our Lady Mary in the bowl as well. So there could be children on the way for some of you watching as well into December, or children could be a factor in your life already. We also have the bee spirit, and that bee spirit is about self-sacrifice, and maybe about how you've done too much of that in the past. It's about, you know, somebody who will sacrifice everything for the good of all. But it's also, you know, I think about the queen bee and about how you need to ascend to that position, because that's who you truly are. And it's all about energy. I don't mean females in general. I just mean in an energetic sense. Okay, group number 1, that's what I have for you. What is coming for you in December? If this resonates, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you feel called to. You can check me out on Instagram. I offer personal readings on Etsy. You can find the link below. And if you go to my listings page and it's empty, it just means that I have sold out for the day, and I will be updating that list at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays. Okay, I hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. In group number 2, you are drawn to the hagstone, or to the cream flower, and this is your reading. Let me just shove that in there. Whoops. What's coming up for you in the month of December? What can you expect? What changes are coming in for December? 2020 has been a crazy year, and it's been pretty tumultuous. So what changes are coming in now that we're almost to the finish line of this horrendous year? What's coming in for December, please? We have the Queen of Wands. What's happening in December? The Seven of Pentacles. Whoops. Ooh. We have the King of Cups coming out. We also have the Three of Pentacles coming. So for some of you, a long-awaited relationship will be kind of coming to a head in December, and it's going to be about starting to kind of build up that foundation. Something you've been impatiently waiting towards. I feel like it's been someone you've been really pining over and really liking a lot of passionate feelings towards this person. What's coming in for December? Yeah, someone you've been holding a flame for a while. Could be a Virgo energy here. Judgment. And it's like, finally you get your shot. You get your shot at this person, and it's something that you feel like you deserve. And it's something that's going to expand you and make you feel excited about the future. You're going to be making plans for 2021. We have Page of Wands at the back of the deck with the Ace of Cups. So this is an offer that you really literally thought may never have come to pass. It's like you thought it would never happen for you, that this would never be, because that Ace of Cups is being cloaked in this rainy day. There's a dragonfly next to it, which really shows transformation that seems otherworldly. Like a beginning, a new emotional start that you have been it's almost like fantasizing about, like you've been fantasizing about this person, and maybe you've been in disconnect from them, or maybe you've been separated, but it's feelings that maybe you felt like you've had to hide as well with this Hermit energy. It's like I feel like I've had to lock my feelings aside for whatever reason and bide my time. But in December, it's like this opportunity presents itself and this new beginning presents itself. I don't know if the two of you will be reconnected, and that really allows this situation to unfold. But it's gonna create a dream-like state for you. It's gonna be like this person's gonna be able to allow you to hope for the future. And I feel like in your mind, in the very least, you're going to be making these plans. It's like by the end of December, you will have already like planned the wedding in your head. It's just such a exciting turn of events for you. And again, one you've been waiting for a really long time. So let's clarify that. Month of December, please. The Chariot. All of a sudden, at the beginning of December, things are going to start to kind of gain momentum with that Chariot. It's like a decision will be made. I don't know if it'll be a decision to kind of reveal yourself. We have the Hierophant. The Nine of Swords. The Lovers. Let's clarify that Chariot, please. Changes in December. The Moon. The Ace of Wands. The Three of Pentacles again. And clarifying that, Lovers, please. December. Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles on the back of the deck. So, you know, December is all about taking risks. It's all about clarifying feelings and really starting something fresh and new. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety to kind of reveal yourself, but Spirit is urging you to kind of make that decision about what you want in this connection that's kind of on your mind right now. This person that you've been pining over, it's like a decision to reveal yourself is upon you, and Spirit's saying that doing so, reaching out with an offer to this person, is the perfect way to kind of ascend this to the next level, which is what you really want to do, what you're impatiently trying to do. You're feeling riddled with anxiety probably about it. It probably keeps you up at night. You're worried about it, but Spirit wants you to know that there is mutual attraction here. There is the opportunity to grow here, and there is something fated about this connection. There are so many major, we have Hermit, Judgment, Justice, Moon, Chariot, you know, the Hierophant, the Lovers. This is strong major arcana. These are major themes. This connection is meant to be. It's meant to teach you a lot. So there will be movement here. So they are commending you if you take that risk and move forward to kind of reveal yourself. It is still your choice. They want to let you know that. Still absolutely your choice. But what can be waiting for you is this beautiful emotional start that you've been waiting for and kind of happening out of the blue. Let's get some advice for Group 2 for December. Changes in December, advice, Group 2, please. Regeneration. Something that you were kind of hoping for, something that was brewing under the surface for a long time is about to be ignited in December. It's about new beginnings. We have chaos and conflict coming out as well. That could be the state of your inner workings here. Like you're feeling chaotic, you're feeling nervous with that Nine of Swords. It's really a sense of anxiety when it comes to revealing yourself, comes to risking things and making yourself vulnerable. Back of the deck energy is unfinished symphony. A lot of potential here. This isn't over. A lot of potential for growth here. Advice for Group 2, changes in December. Whoops. We have grief. Some of you have feel like you maybe have lost your best friend or something. Some of you feel like you're enveloped in sadness. There's some anxiety here. Maybe some of you have actually lost a pet recently. I just feel like saying that. We have self-worth. Some of you are just grieving this decision that you have to make. You're like grieving it's like you're putting yourself in a negative mindset, like you're convincing yourself of failure because you're convinced that you're not good enough for what you feel this person has to offer you. But Spirit wants you to know that it's time to shine a light on your self-worth. There are many layers to you. There's many layers to this connection coming in for you that need to be explored. You have the Dove Spirit, peace, be peace. It's the Dove of Hope. And I hear that song from Fiona Apple in my head where it says, you know, I thought it was the Dove of Hope came down. I thought it was a bird, but it was just a paper bag. And that's really what, it's like you're kind of psyching yourself up for failure here. But we have the Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit, be bold, be confident. Leo energy, we have Snake Spirit, time to heal. This relationship coming in for you in December is something that is going to be here to kind of heal your heart from past pain as well. Yeah, we have heartbroken coming out, deeply hurt, grieving, mourning. Then we have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in your head. It's like psyching yourself up for failure. It's like convincing yourself that you're going to fail at something. But Spirit is letting you know that that negative mindset is addicting. The addiction card, codependent obsession. It's addicting to you. And, you know, if you think a thought over and over and over again, and it can turn into a habit, and those habits can turn into personality traits. So it's time to squash it at the source. Changes in December, please. And then we'll get some messages from your saints and angels. The fire ant. Time to light a fire underneath you. You're feeling all encompassed by this heat for this person. You've been feeling it for a long time. It's time to reveal yourself. It's time to make that plan of action. The Snake Spirit at the back of the deck shows that it's like magic and movement and going with the flow. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Messages for group 2 leading into December, please. You are a powerhouse of manifestation. Whoops. We have change is the only constant. It's a reminder for some of you that change is the only constant. I also saw career change, but it didn't fall out. So take some time to recharge. And someone from your past will return. So somebody that you really have had your heart on, set towards, wants to come back. Time to reevaluate what you want. Unstoppable change, fated change is coming in for you. The relationship you want is coming. Oh, these are two are stuck together, so you get them both. You're open your arms to receive your abundance, and giving up now is not the answer. Back of deck energy is people change and things work out. Some charms for you. December, changes coming in December, please. Whoopsie, I lost a pen on my desk here. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. You had the Nine of Swords in your reading as well, and that Page of Cups. So the anxiety, the sleeplessness, those energies are not serving you. And I feel like there's going to be a change in your love life that comes up out of the blue. But part of it could be because of your action and your kind of clarity in the situation, your ability to kind of make that fresh start and kind of make that plan of action and kind of wield it yourself. We have an ornately decorated mask. It feels like a feminine type of mask, like female energy. Somebody's revealing themselves. We have the key. It's also ornately decorated. I always think of the divine feminine when I see the ornately decorated charms. We have Libra in the bowl. Whoops. We have Scorpio in the bowl as well. We have the dragon in the bowl because somebody is really kind of armoring themselves for battle, convincing themselves that the worst is upon them, when in truth, you know, you don't have to worry about that. There's our worst fears never come to fruition. We have a little girl on a bicycle, and it's like the chariot energy, but there's a hesitation. You know, it's like I don't feel powerful. I don't feel like I have the confidence to do this. But we have the starfish spirit in the bowl, which really talks about, you know, healing yourself from those negative mindsets, healing yourself from past generational ideology that have maybe been placed upon you. And then we have the monkey in the bowl. It's like a monkey on your back. It's something that's really plaguing you. I also think of children as well when I see the monkeys, because my kids are a bunch of monkeys. Okay, group 2, that is what I have for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and join this family. We are growing. Please hit the like button. Please hit the notification bell. You can find me on Instagram, and you can book me for a personal reading through Etsy. And if you go to my page and it's empty, it just means that I've booked for the day, and I will be adjusting it at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays. So you can check me out there. I hope that you have a wonderful day today, and I hope you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to the beautiful sunflower here, or to this rose quartz wand, and this is your reading. What changes are coming in for you in the month of December? What is coming up for you in December? What is coming up in December, please? We have the 7 of Cups. What is coming up in December, please? We have the Hermit. And we have the Queen of Swords. So what is coming up for you in the month of December? Clarifying that 7 of Cups, please. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. On the back of the deck, we have the Hierophant, and we have the World reversed. So that's an interesting turn of events. So it feels like there is this a bit of a frustration for some of you watching in the month of December. I don't know if some of you are kind of headed to the altar and expecting to get married in the month of December, if you're kind of separated from your partners as well. For some of you, I feel like some of them are actually in the army, or some sort of like some sort of service type of thing. It's like you're lonely waiting for this to come back. It's like you're waiting for them to come home for Christmas or something. It's like that song in my head. And we do have the Hierophant here, which represents institutions like education, government, marriage. It could be that you're waiting to go to school. There's been delays in something for you with the World reversed. There's been delayed gratification. There's been things put on hold for this ascension that you really want. I'm going to get some clarity on that in a moment. But there's just been some delays and frustrations. It's caused a lot of confusion for some of you with your person being away. It's like you want them to return. You think that they were going to return, but now you're confused. You don't know when that's going to happen. So moving into December, it's like a call for patience for you. And it's a call for you to really look at things from a higher perspective and try not to focus on anything that kind of has a lack mindset, because it just shows that you're kind of patiently waiting for this commitment or this security to kind of happen for you, and you're just really frustrated because it just keeps kind of getting pushed aside. So emotionally, you're feeling a little bit down, and maybe in December that could kind of continue. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Changes in December, please. 4 of Swords. Yeah, you're feeling disconnected. Some of you are disconnected from your family. Some of you are away. There's a retreat here from somebody who feels like your soulmate, somebody very important to you. You're separated from the ones that you love somehow. And there's a loneliness, the Hermit again. You have the 8 of Cups. We have the Hierophant again, my goodness. You have the 8 of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles on the back of the deck with the Tower energy. So I'm getting a bunch of different messages coming in. I understand that this is for the collective, so it's difficult for me to narrow down some energies and separate them from other people's energies. And I'm getting all of these flooded messages coming in. So let me see if I can organize them in my head. The Page of Pentacles on this back of the deck with the Tower card. It really shows that communication is key in December. You could have a valuable offer coming in December that kind of shake things up, and really news coming in that might make you really disappointed. And for some of you, it's like a disappointment that leads you to feel like you're going to be disappointed in December as far as like ascending. Some of you, I feel like we're planning on getting married in December, and that hope is going to be kind of waned from you. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that. But some of you are going to kind of get this news that kind of disappoints you, so that you have these halts. That being said, it's like there's going to be some hesitations, there's going to be some false starts, but then if you stay the course, keep a positive mindset, it's like all of a sudden you're going to get a really great idea that's going to help you to get what you want. You're going to get a really good idea that's going to kind of speed up this process for you. Let me get some clarity on that Eight of Wands, please. There's like a sense of urgency. You're going to get some news that's going to be kind of disappointing to your plans, and then there's going to be this sense of urgency. Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, the World. Whoops, I just dropped the World, but let me grab it. Oof. Whew, that was hard. The World. We have the Two of Wands at the back of the deck with the Five of Cups. So it's about perspective. Spirit's saying, how do you want to perceive disappointing news? We can either take it and we can be disappointed and we can just wallow in that disappointment, or we can create a new plan. And I feel like when you receive this disappointing news, perhaps in December, about a family member or somebody coming home, or some sort of ascension, maybe perhaps a marriage or something that's supposed to happen, it's about making that decision about, you know, what's really important here. What is really important? Is it really important to get all the stuff that you want and to really like have that big, in the example of the wedding, have that big dream wedding? Or is it about the connection and about ascension and about moving forward and getting our dreams kind of taken care of here? Are we going to allow these false starts to stop our dreams, or are we going to push past these obstacles? And I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be kind of a test of your mindset, a test of your gumption to have that movement. You can either fight and push through, or you can wallow in the sadness of the whole situation. And Spirit is asking you to choose strength, because choosing strength is going to allow you, it's like, again, that to create that momentum, to create the change that you're looking for in the situation. I do feel like some of you are really strongly asking about some sort of marriage that was supposed to happen, that there have been a lot of delays. Could be COVID related. I feel like there is a military connection here as well. Take it as it resonates, but there's been some disappointments and some confusion about homecomings, and some disappointments that have really led to a lot of plans falling through. We have mending. It's time to fix what we can. It's time to work on what we've got to work with and to go with the flow in life, because this whole year has been a crapshoot, and it has taught us, if it's taught us anything, it's that we can't control anything. That nothing is controllable. We can't control anything. We have Observer. And the Observer card is really about secretly watching people. But in this case, I'm really getting the message that Spirit is asking you, what do you want to be in life? An observer of things, always hoping and sitting on that egg of potential? Or do you want to crack that egg open? Do you want to, make moves? Time to co-create with Spirit. Time to clearly decide what you want with that beautiful owl imagery. We've got the egg down here, which is the potential of all creation. And we have the beautiful cheetah, which is that fire that needs to be lit underneath you. Spirit doesn't want you to sit and wallow in sadness when you get disappointing news. And they understand that there's a period of time in which you have to kind of have your I call them tantrums because I always tantrum to God all the time. I'm like an petulant child when I get mad at God. And I act like one. I throw a tantrum because I'm his child. And if I'm his child, then he'll accept that from me. But it's what you do after the tears are kind of cleared. It's the choices you make. We have the miracle card. And this tree has been chopped off. And we think it's done, and we think that we have no hope. But look, there's hope rising out of it. There's new ideas rising out of it. It's forcing us to change our perspective. It's forcing us to make a new plan of action. We have bittersweet. Spirit is saying that you're still going to get the things that you want in December that you wanted, but they're going to come out differently. It's going to be, there's going to be some compromise. There's going to be some push and pull, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned in that as well. It's about finding the joy in the journey, and it's about truly keeping the focus on what the importance is. In the case of a wedding, it's about that union, it's about the coming together of these two beautiful souls. It's not about the pomp and circumstance, which we all want, but it's not truly at the base of all things. It's not about that. Advice for group 3 in December changes. We have giraffe spirit. See the big picture. What is the most important thing? Staying in a gratitude mindset and really appreciating the gifts that we have. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Trust that sometimes when disappointments happen, they are actually for your good. They are actually, and if you tell yourself that, if you tell yourself whenever you're disappointed that this is for my actual ascension, this is for my own good, there's a lesson here. It might be an easier pill to swallow. Sometimes that doesn't even help. I understand. I understand deep disappointment. And I don't handle deep disappointment well either, I should say. So I'm like one of those, those who can't teach sort of things, sort of people. Oops. My brother used to tell me that growing up that I always thought I could live everyone's life better than they could. And that was a totally true statement, except I can't live my own life the way that I need to, but I feel like I can project. We have the earthworm. Sometimes things are happening below the surface of your life on an energetic field that we are not aware of. The earthworm spends its life toiling under the surface of the ground, turning the soil over and over and over again, making it fertile. And we don't see it, we don't hear it. It does all of its jobs completely silently and completely unappreciated as well. But the earth would not be fertile without these amazing creatures. We would cease to exist without these creatures, but we don't appreciate them. And so Spirit's trying to let you know, these detours, these disappointments, these false starts that are happening for you are actually part of your story, are actually part of the higher good. And you're not appreciating what we're doing for you here behind the scenes. You're not appreciating it. So they want you to stay in a state of gratitude, stay in a state of joy. Let's get messages from your saints and angels. Group 3, please. December messages. Whoa, we are losing all of our decks today. Oh, we're exploding. Spirit's like, you're going to have all of the messages. This one fell on my lap. You need a dramatic change. You need this. What are you waiting for? When detours happen, when we get disappointments, we can try to plan again and try to make it a big, long process. But Spirit's saying, what are you waiting for? Just go for it. We have career change coming in for some of you. You are very intuitive. Trust this. Get a hold of your frustration and center yourself. For some of you, this will be a disappointment in like a career type of field, like raising the levels. Like you won't be able to ascend to to some sort of like a leadership role. You're going to be disappointed in December. But again, there are lessons here. You have survived 100% of your worst days, so do not give up. And I just want to share a story with you for those of you who are kind of hoping for that ascension in your career. That my husband applied for this job and he went through 3 different interviews and he was sure he was going to get this job, and it was just such a great job compared to what he was working at the time, and it would have meant a lot of freedom for us financially and just a lot of great things. And then he didn't get it at the last minute. He didn't get this job, And I was so angry, I like screamed out at God, like, why, God? Like, after everything we've been through, why? And then COVID happened, and that place actually shut down completely. So there are hidden blessings you don't understand yet. Reach out and help for help when you need it. Oh, divine timing is at play here. We have be aware of wolves in sheep's clothing coming up for you as well. And we have you are a born leader. Back of the deck is your loved ones in heaven are so proud of you. Let's get some charms for you. December, what's coming in December? Whoa, too many, Spirit. It's like we're just going to give you all of the messages now. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, we have the World, we have the Hierophant, and the Magician. So 3 major arcana. This is going to be a significant month for you. Like I said, a lot of you are ascending to like a higher level. So some of you are kind of hoping to get married. Some of you are kind of hoping to ascend in a leadership role at work. Spirit saying there could be some detours, some little disappointments, some false starts here, but that doesn't mean your story is over, and they don't want you to sink into a state of disgratitude or a state of sadness. They want you to manifest that future, keep your eye on the prize, and accept that there's learning opportunities here in the disappointment, because you have the world waiting for you. You have success waiting on the other side of the disappointment. We have I can. We have divine timing is at work here. We have the half of a yin-yang situation. So some of you are really hoping for that union. It is coming for you. You just have to make a new plan. You just have to compromise. We have Cancer in the bowl as well. And the Spoon. So children could be a factor in your life. Okay, there's a little view of that. Okay, group number 3. That is what I have for you for changes coming in December. I hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. I hope that you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. You can find me on Instagram. You can also find me for personal readings through Etsy. The link is below. If you go to my page and it's empty, it just means that I have sold it for the day, but I will be refreshing those ads at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays. I hope that you come back again to visit me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys.